Hello, story time. Hello, how are we? What's going on? You're not supposed to see that. Anyway, what have we got going on over on YouTube? How many people are here? 18 Twitch, 16 YouTube so far. The boss is here. Ralcan is here. Hello. Stogie is here. Hello. Dylan Henry. Hello. Sounds good. Greetings from Toronto, USA. Nice. Hello, sir. Stephen McGrath. Streamwolf, hey, glad to see you do stream on YouTube now as well. Yeah, we started a couple of months ago actually, so we just dual stream YouTube and Twitch. Still not sure how it's going, but yeah, we'll soldier on and soldier through. Like on Tuesday with both people combined, we sat at about 80 people watching for the entire, I just put my finger in paint, for the entire stream. And part of me just wishes that all of those people were on Twitch so that I could become partner, but what are you going to do? Okay, what have we got over on the Twitch? Mr. Tricorder is here. Beating in Kabrinsky. Hello. Glenn's Hobby is here. Hendrickson, good to see you, buddy. White Wolf. What else we got going on? Hey, still not in a good enough place for painting, but I am here to hang out. You're more than welcome to hang out, buddy. Hopefully you'll be in the mood for a bit of painting soon, or a bit of building, or reading, or whatever. Just doing something. Evening, folks from Collins Painting Adventures. Good evening. Now my entire diet at the moment consists of 29p for 6 mince pies from Aldi. Yeah. Love when Christmas food is on sale. Wife Scotch, I only got mince pies when they are on sale in January. Now Van Callen 5th of December too. LOL. Good evening. Did I miss anyone? Revenant is here. Lord Ralderon is here for 36 months. 3 zogging years. We've been streaming for 3 years. Is that weird? We haven't reached partner. It's disgraceful. Will Mediocre Hobbies Laura be joining us in person this evening? Yes. She promised to be on by at latest half, so she should get an hour and a half for this evening. Having 20 viewers puts you in the top 1% of Twitch streamers. I know. Can you move your mic over towards you, please? Yes, I can do that. Oh, hey, buddy. I'm going to mute myself for 1 second while I move the microphone so you don't all hate me. Is that better? Hello. Dylan Henry, yes. My name. Churched it up for me. You're goddamn right. I was only thinking when I was saying it that your name is 2 first names. Like, Henry's not a very common second name here, so it's like it's more of a first name. So Dylan Henry, it's interesting. I prefer YouTube due to stability and quality, even though I have Twitch Turbo. Is better though. Over on Twitch cannot have both, unfortunately. Oh, it's unfortunate. It's much better. It's good. Much better. Nelk is here as well. Good evening, people. Okay. Krieg horsey boys come crashing into the scene. Obviously, we finished up one of them for the video for you fine people. That was up yesterday. So there's my first finished Death Rider. Really pleased with the final result. I think it worked out really well. I would be happy enough to have the remaining 9 of them match this. On stream the other day, I was base coating up this guy. Now, the problem is that I've got all his base coats on. And he's ready to be shaded. Everything except the horse, because we didn't shade the horse. But if you've watched the video, you know I basically took the horse to this stage, then I dry brush the horse, and that finishes the horse off. Now I have to dry brush the horse, but I'm going to hit everything else around it, so that's a bit of a pain. Everybody knows that's not good. But I've got these 2 horsies base coated, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to base coat this horsey with Scallon Horde, and then I'm going to dry brush these 4 horses up with whatever the hell color I used to dry brush the horses. Was it Carrickstone? Was it Bone? I'll find out in a minute. And then go from there. I'll repair any damage I do to the one I've done all the base coats on anyway. Precision dry brushing. Yes, yes, yes. Scale creep on the Krieg horsey boy. Scale creep on everything. I've got a video. I've got a picture to. I will show it to you later on, or I'll show it to you now. But I took. Oh no, it's not on this. Oh no, it is on this. I saved one of them. There's the engineer, old to new. So, yeah. And it's not that like he's really big. He's the size of normal guardsmen. But Forge World stuff was always really small because it was like true scale. Whereas the new plat stuff has gone to proper heroic scale for 40k. So it's quite crazy. Why do I have a hype train? What did I miss? How do I have a hype train? Revenant gifted a sub tier 1. Thank you so much, buddy. Revenant gifted tier 1. Gifted. That's your 4th gifted sub to the channel. Thank you so much, buddy. It does make it a lot easier to paint. Heroic scale for sure is a lot easier. Carrickstone drivers. Thank you. Carrickstone. Okay, so just remember that. Hello, Miss Medusa. How are thee? Really appreciate that gifted sub, Revenant. Thank you so much. Good evening, Draken. First name, unfortunately, Dylan Page Henry. I have 3 first names. Lol, love it. White Wolf coming in with the 10 gifted subs. Total of 292 gifted subs to the channel. Absolute madman. Thank you guys so much. December is always one, or January is always one of those, like if you like creators, support them in January. Because January is when all the advertisement budget just drops from everything. So they make the least, creators make the least amount of money in January every single year. That's why some creators take January off. Because it'll affect them the least in the whole year. It's crazy. So thank you so much for that, buddy. 3 first names, Dylan, Page, Hunter. My parents hated me. John Burkett, good evening. I have 2. I have kids. They will have none. Irish, French, Norse, and 1 easy for the English-speaking folk. I love it. Stephen McGareth. That lance will totally not break during transport. No, it's fine. It's fine. What are you worried about? It's grand. Don't be worrying. They make plastic bendy these days so it doesn't break. Don't be worrying. She's grand. My name is about as white as it comes. Dylan, yeah. I've been eyeing for years. GW is moving to 32 mil heroic in scale itself. Well, they did it for Space Marines, which I agreed with. I wanted Space Marines to be bigger because they needed to be bigger compared to Guardsmen. But I don't think anything else is going to get particularly bigger. Like if you put an old Cadian next to a new Cadian, they're still the same size. New Cadians just are a little bit better proportion, a little bit narrower. So yeah. I am very much a German potato. What? Threw some French and Polish mix in and grew up in the Netherlands and now for more than a decade in Ireland. He's a German potato. Just didn't expect it. I love it. Dylan Henry joining the YouTube community over there. Thank you so much, buddy. Very, very kind. Appreciate that. Get that hype train chugging. Whoop, whoop. We're about to lose our hype train, I think. But thank you so much, buddy. Level 4 hype train. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left on that. Hibernating. 808. Hey, yeah, man. That needs a link. McNoll. I don't speak that language. Is there a translation-y button? Does this have translate? I don't know what that is. I think it says, thank you for the gifted sub. Okay, I'm here now. What I missed? Not a lot. Hey. Yeah, try to transport arcoflagellants. They're easy. I've been nice to you, Andy. Good to see you here and fix this trend. Yeah, he does fix that trend. I built some Centurion Space Marines today, and I thought now they look like proper Space Marines. Centurions are monsters. A Bratakatoffian. Is that German for potato? Potato. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. That must be as close to German potato as you can get. Yeah. I will do my best. You always do. You fall short, but you do your best. They said thanks for the gifted sub. Nice. I Google translated. Yes. Age of Sigmar is much bigger than Old World, though. True. As much as I love your voice, I need to see those pretty little hands painting something. There they are. There they, yeah. There's my pretty hands. Said I have very dainty nails, apparently. Nice cuticles. There you go. Katofel would be the German word. I can't speak German. And then there's Dutch. I like it. Pit starter, gifted sub from White Wolf. Gracias. I didn't even paint your Arcoflagellant. That's you don't get to say. I painted the old Arcoflagellant, so I do get to say. So. Jen Air just gifted €20 over on YouTube. Thank you so much, Jen. That's so kind of you. You crazy people. I've always liked the YouTube gifting of money is the most. I think that is that the one that's the no, the Twitch is the cleanest one. YouTube goes into your earnings for the end of the month. The Twitch gifted money goes straight into your PayPal account. It's really weird. I don't know why they take money off you for everything else except for when someone like donates. Thank you so much, Jen. Appreciate that very much. Very, very kind. Hype train chest on the way. Oh, it's gone. I don't know. Okay, yeah, so I do need to start the painting. So I will get my skeleton horde. I will get the last horsey done up. Then I will do a careful. Damn it. Carrick Stone Dry Brush. For all Patreon and channel members, I did finish my video for you guys today. So for your video this week, obviously we're in Krieg week, so I painted up both of these. So an engineer and the little mobile mine. What the hell's the thing called again? Anyway, these two will get painted up in the video for you guys this week, so a little bit of fun. This is like a painting bit, and this is more like a lore bit. I paint him in the video as well, but I just talk about what he is and how he fights. So, beautiful tree, shotgun engineer, and then the mine. The sound of silence. Damn it. I think I'm going to take these off their stand. They're like too tall and they fall over too much. And I think I can hold them safely and not... Like, I think I put the other one back on when I was putting the powder on, and that was about it. Be gone. Alright, let's try again. Let's start adding. Are you asking me how my sister's army's coming along? Or are you asking Kabrinsky? That's because the Twitch gifted money is not Twitch, but from your streaming. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Order my Krieg box. I'm so excited to paint them with your tutorials. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. I will be doing the Marshall video, but he'll probably be next week because I've got something a little bit more special planned for the Saturday's video. Hopefully you guys like it. Going to be a little bit of fun. Yeah, I managed to get the box on the infantryman's book. Very excited of the Krieg and adding the book to the rest of my infantry primers. Yup. Gotta catch them all. Yes, I missed a book. They will release more. Well, maybe I'll have to go to the stores and try and pick them up off the shelf the day of release. Friggin' Hellstorm Braid like busting out the entire box in one day. Why's that guy smoking? I was like, why is it so quiet? Oh yeah, I don't have any music on. Mainly work on Legion Prelias, the most cities of Sigmar, Sisabal, Inquisition, Lisa Votan, and soon Krieg. I like it. Few in stores, yes. But have you repainted it regular over the years, but slightly changed and always different colours? Mechanicus usually. Oh, the independents can get some sometimes. I was wondering if the old Death Riders have similar feet to the... Yeah, the Death Riders have always had clawed feet, yeah. It's been in their lore since the beginning. Obviously, it's not as predominant as in... But you can see that they're not hooves. They're clawed feet. It's always been their lore. Remember, they're not actually horses, they're clones. They're cloned war steeds. There's no big open fields and paddocks on Krieg to, you know, have foals and do all that kind of madness. It's... It's too quiet. I need some music or something. La, 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 la. Oh, I think Laura may be ready. Let me just... Am I moving my microphone? I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sure that was horrible for everybody. Gotta get rid of this. I gotta just change around some settings. To make sure that this works, I need to put on my Bob the Builder ear protectors. On, you foul thing. Okay. I just heard a click, so you're about to appear out of the blackness.
Hello. The blackness is where I live.
It's true. Size base for the Keeper of Secrets is on off the top of your shell. It's the 100mm round, I think.
Am I on? Yes.
Yes, yes, you are indeed.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Because it only starts when I come on.
It's true.
I just need to get Twitch up again.
Why is someone giving out to me about having Red Bull in my IV? He's not smoking. I think he's just got Red Bull in an IV drip. That's the dream. They still can't.
I know. Imagine first thing in the morning.
My lovely. Yeah, it's true.
Good evening, everyone, again. Yeah, the question about the horse hooves was why I was suggesting the video earlier, Andy. For the lore of the video. Just I've seen it a few times now with how to, why do they have claws, and just people calling them horses when they're not technically horses, but obviously we're just going to call them horses. But I think it'd be a cool video to show people. Thank you, Draken. You subscribed for 9-month streak, and then you gifted 5 subs. Thank you. It's really kind. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, Storm and Wolf.
Subs are all in when you show up, huh? Okay.
No, there was some beforehand, too. Okay. Gifted a total of 20. Thank you so much.
That was very kind. Thank you so much, buddy.
If anyone needs the link to our Discord as part of the sub or a gifted sub, just let me know. I will sort you out. Dylan Henry, if you check our community page on YouTube, you'll see the link to the Discord. I think the last post I did was Monday or Tuesday, maybe. If you can't find it, just if you send a comment somewhere, I'll do a new one.
Okay.
Good evening, Ashley.
Did somebody say Red Bull?
Video about the horses would definitely be interesting. Yeah, I think so. Because even, I had a quick look today, just as, could you make a video out of it? And then I read stuff, well, not that I know everything about 40k, but even in my brief skim of the lore of the horses, I learned new stuff.
I love the way you said that. The lore of the horses. Quite folklore-y. Potato and Aussie.
Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know whether you guys saw the reel that I made for the horses, but I've been waiting for the Krieg release for that sound for the longest time.
And everybody gives out that there's Ku Klux Klan words being used. It was Laura.
No,
there. She admitted it first.
It's just a funny
She's
skit.
The Nazi and I'm the Russian. Where I'll go.
The lore of the horses sounds like a fucked up fae warning not to walk in the marsh. Yeah. The lore of the horses sounds like a fantasy novel. I think we have a new project to work on.
I think you do, yes.
Although would it turn into the war horse, which I just refuse to watch? Because you're falling in love with an animal that I just assume from the amount of people that have cried during it that doesn't survive.
It does survive.
Why does everyone cry then?
I said I think it's a
Because
horse.
oh, I'm not gonna take that chance. Stay away from the white pointy hats. You got there, Dylan. I knew what you meant. And white pointy hates kind of actually makes sense in that context. There's a book series by S.M. Sterling where people have dogs as cavalry on the... I can never say that word.
Cavalry.
Cavalry?
It's a very superfluously word anyway, you know.
He's been practicing.
The cavalry for the Mechanicum is actually a canid breed. It's not a horse. So they're riding around on big dogs.
The cavalry for who?
The Mechanicus.
Oh.
There's two different types. One builds like one off a horse and one builds off of like a dog breed. Pretty cool.
Okay. I shall have a look. Warhorse has one of the strangest horse charges on film. Those German machine gunners are the best shots in movie history.
But it's the truth. In that war, they did go into it thinking that cavalry saber charges would still be a thing. And then automatic weapons were introduced to that philosophy, and they soon quickly stopped. Mainly because the cavalry was all dead. But, yeah. It was like every scene was the charge of the light brigade, and they just didn't know it.
Dorman, I forgot to send you the name of the book that I was reading. It's Supernatural War, but if I get the author, then you'll be able to like distinguish it from a military thing versus a fantasy novel, which is what it sounds like.
Stormwolf, there's a book series of people with dogs.
Oh, they only hit the riders rather than the massive beasts underneath. The bit, I don't know, I assume you watched Napoleon. That bit with the horse, that was awful. That, like, I hate seeing animals being brought into war like that. The Native American word for horse translates as big dog. That's cool.
Makes sense. You go there. You go over there. You go up there. You come up here. Now we're ready to dry brush. Selective dry brushing, eh? Oh dear.
Tolkien already had horse lore way back in the Silmarillion and Lord of the Rings and Homies and stuff. The Shadowfax, and is that what you're talking about? The series is called The General. He based it on... I was talking to Andy ahead of the stream and I could not get any words right, and I said that I needed to practice before I came on stream, and he said, no, don't bother.
And what did the rest of that conversation go like?
Never mind.
I never practice or make a script for my videos. I just turn the record and hit. I just turn the video recorder on and just start speaking. And her immediate response was, and that's why I just spent so much fucking time fixing the audio in every video. So, I'll put me back in my place. I'll be painting my little horsies for the next 2 hours while you deal with her.
Okay. Stormin Wolf had a great uncle who was in the German horse regiment in the First World War. He told me stories about their charges. The normal rifles, etc., were way less powered than today. His commanding officer was at one point hit in the chest, and the bullet only got stuck in the chest. Ah. He may have been one of the bad guys, though.
Might be one of my favorite jokes.
Are we the baddies?
That's
that
a good one too, but it's the...
What?
Like, my grandfather died in a concentration camp. He fell out of a guard tower.
That's a lie, Andy. Laura doesn't swear. We all know this. True. True, true, true. I am a lady.
The camera couldn't take that sentence and just died.
Camera just rolled its eyes. Dorman, if you can't find it, I'll take a picture for you. It's like I'm only a little way into it, but it's a really interesting aspect of the war that I don't know whether you would have studied, but I think it's an important part of the war.
Judging by that seminar we went to, he studies rather bizarre parts of the war.
True, but you know, anything will help at this point, right?
It's true. See how mean she is, guys?
Tim says, damn you, Andy, I was in the middle of typing that joke.
Oh, well. Like you said, you'll do your best.
Stormy Wolf, one of my grandfathers was French, but blue-eyed and hungry, joined the wrong side because they fed him. A lot, well, okay, not to like, you know, start in on the English, but that's why a lot of the Irish joined the war. German.
That literally reminds me of another war or a battle that broke. I can't even remember the details of this at all. I just remember the town sent 40 men off to fight and came back with 41. They never got to fight and they found a friend along the way. That's a true story. How many did we lose? This is Jim.
Every time I see the Krieg on horses, I think a band of brothers where the one private loses on the surrendered Germans because they are retreating on horses.
Yeah. Dry, you sack of wine, so I can dry brush you. Damn it. I'll just drink Red Bull until it does. Yes, German are the Krieg are based off of the French.
Yeah. They couldn't have done it otherwise. Or they couldn't have redone it now. That is a negative 0.25 attrition rate.
Yep. That's math. The Red Baron was in the cavalry at the start of the war until they realized cavalry were no good in trench warfare. Makes sense. Red Baron wouldn't have been pretty good in trench warfare either, but
I'm not thinking of the right Baron, am I?
The pilot, the Red Baron.
Who's the one that chases the pigeon? No.
I thought Krieg were based off of World War I Germans. Kind of an amalgamation of the two. For legal reasons.
Oh, the Red Baron was the guy making frozen pizza. Makes sense. Makes sense. What is everyone working on? We didn't hear that part. Did we?
It's okay hitting caps, buddy. I did read it like that, though. I thought we were based off of Jesus. Why is he screaming at us?
Kabrinsky and Glenn are both working on dystopian wars.
He's affecting people.
The language is German and the horse is a bit, the rest is pretty much completely French. Krieg meaning literal war. Someone did suggest that we call this Krieg Week Blitzkrieg Week, but no, I don't think that's okay.
The Germans are okay again now. It's another one of those funny posts I saw this week, which was like the German people to the rest of the world. I'm like, just so we're absolutely clear, 100% clear on this. You want us to build a giant military force and march across Poland into Russia. Just so I get this on paper before we start. Like, yes, that's what we're asking you to do right now.
Core is also a French borrowed word in German. Atomic Murph is working on Tau Pathfinders. Working on getting a Tau combat patrol together. Really like the Fire Warriors on Devilfish.
Yep.
Nice.
Beautiful stuff.
We definitely need more Tau on the channel.
Yeah, I know.
Revenant is working on crocheting a throw blanket. Got about 1/2 meter of it done so far. Did you start that since the last stream? We're talking. You mentioned a blanket
last stream too.
Yeah, but I think he was crocheting something different. Started it yesterday. Cool. You got well done. Tricorder is finishing up some Minas Tirith horses for a tournament next week. Is everyone just doing horses just to make me say the name? Yes, you were doing a scarf. Blood Medusa starting the Keeper of Secrets. That's why her hair is so big. It's full of secrets. Draken.
It's really humid out.
True. Monica going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Draken is doing a Green Man themed Wood Elf army using only Silvernet minis on square bases. Is it competitive? Heck no. Fun extremely. That sounds cool.
Yeah, love
it. White Wolf. Finally getting metallics on Eridan. Both on the Griffin and the Rider. Nice. Despot. We don't know how to say your name, do we? We say it differently every time. Working on Brutal and Cunning.
We just say it really fast and hope no one notices.
Working on Shire Team 6. Nice.
Nice.
So cool. Tim was packing up my room as he's moving soon, but stopped and have started building murder clans.
The correct choice.
Lord Raldoron is working on new truck. Nicked off some dead beakies in orc language. So you're doing an orc truck?
Yep.
Very cool. Nell, Ogre Kingdoms for Old World. Cool.
Yes.
That's very cool. Blitzkrieg okay. Shuffle not okay. Yeah, that's a fair line to draw. It's quite baffling as a German to see the current embrace of the military. When I grew up, anything military was perceived very, very bad.
Yeah.
Not that much of an issue in the Baltics and Ukraine, though. Scandinavia fairly neutral, to be honest, towards Germany. Steel Legion is modelled after the First World War British, if I recall. Is that if I recall? No. If I remember correctly.
Not even close. Jesus Christ. It's okay. She's been drinking before the stream, guys. It's okay.
If it was drinking, I would be more chatty.
Hear that, guys? Drinking stream.
Tim says he really needs to get another game of Old World in soon.
Same. I can't even remember to play again. It's been too long. The rules have dribbled out my ears again.
Haven't the rules changed as well?
Yeah. So
since not like totally changed, but
there's definitely changes. Which now I'm going to be confused between which one is from which.
Yeah. Wait, we're drinking. Give me a minute. Tim's on the lash.
Oh, is it? Tim, I forgot to message you back earlier. No, I have not tried out my gifts just yet.
I thought the Mordians were British. I don't know. What are the Mordians based on?
Based off of the way Tim painted them, I think they're U.S. Marines in dress uniforms. How he did them.
They never looked British, but Praetorians are colonial English.
They're 100% that, yes.
Yeah. That's why we don't have them anymore.
Got loads of them on my desk right now.
Well, you don't. Stephen McGrath is working on Black Templars Sergeant eBay Rescue from the Land Down Under. Very cool.
I like
Monster. That. Yes, the Eve, it is Monster. I want Vestorians back and then plastic, please. Yeah.
Like, we just got redone Cadians, and now we just got redone Krieg. So I don't know what the odds are in getting more plastic guard anytime soon. That isn't for either of those two factions.
Yeah.
But if they do, they're going to be catachans. So.
Slim down turtle meat. Have any of you 30 plus people tried talking to 18-year-olds? All of your references are lost to them. I just avoid them. Just walk fast when you pass them on the street. I feel like I can.
We've got that riz because I've got more Instagram followers than them, so.
Let's go to me. I feel like I can talk to older people and children really well. And then there's just this gap in between where I'm just like, it's not going to be fun, guys. Just walk away. Praetorians are Zulu War era Brits. Mordians are more like pre-World War I US Marines. I just thought of something, but Vestorians would be cool with their giant hats, and then that made me think of Count Orlok. That'd be cool. You would just paint a little tiny Count Orlok.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Again. Yeah.
I'd paint something good. This wildwood needs to be diluted. This Turbo Dorman to the rescue.
I'm guessing we'll get a Kalachan kill team later this year. There's been rumors for ages.
Yeah.
Talking about 18-year-olds, Tim's son turned 18. Wow, 18 today. He now has an adult child. Did you have a drink with him?
Don't poke the bear.
Okay. I made a reference I can't repeat, and a 25-year-old didn't get it.
You must be really old.
Yeah. At our age, if we're talking to an 18-year-old, we get put on a list. That's also true. Maybe just let's not encourage talking.
There you go.
Anyone got any tips for talking to these young ones? No.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Chris Hansen.
What are you doing in this house?
I'll just take a seat.
I brought snacks. I made a reference to the movie Speed. Was like silence, not one chuckle. Was it just a bad joke? Because that can happen too. Sometimes people will get the reference, but it's just a bad joke.
And then our response is, stupid kids don't understand it.
Yeah.
The only explanation.
Yeah. Mordians always made me think of embassy guard marines in blues fighting. Is that what you mean with the dress? Yeah. Yeah, a bit like dressed up marines on guard. I have to concede Mordians being US Marines, I think. I need to look at them again. For like... Maybe it's just a colour I've seen them done and it's putting me off. I've got 18-year-old stepdaughter and her friends, female and male, come to ours. Jesus, we're all doomed. It's not looking good for us, I have to say. These Catachans are a weird mix of Vietnam, US, and Predator. Right, we need the Tyranids versus the Catachans, and then we can just play Aliens v Predator, or you know what I mean. We can just
play Predator.
Yeah.
Crew to v Tyranids is Aliens v Predator.
Crew to v Tyranid. Yeah, okay. We can do that. I think Talaran will stay away. I mean, those were based on the Taliban from the James Bond movie. They
were not based on that. They were based on the Desert Raiders from like Lawrence of Arabia style, like before there was the Taliban.
Mordian Glory is a great reference challenge. Do you mean for lore or? Death Corps will be my first official Warhammer army. That's a good time to be starting one. I know you're probably starting it because it's a new army, but awesome. That's what I was trying to say.
Sure was.
Yeah. Are Mordians not from the Franco-Prussian War of the 1880s? I'm going to Google this afterwards.
I don't know what specifically, if they're going to say specifically what they were based off of.
Yeah, true, because the best they can kind of do is inspired by, and even then they don't always directly say it. Speed was 30 years ago? You shut your mouth. That was not 30 years ago. Something else was like a big number this year, and I was like, no, it wasn't. I can't remember what it was, because my age is going, or my memory is going. I really wish GW would remake the game or make a limited edition. I have missed what that's about. What the game? Lower battle reports, etc. Yeah, we were trying to potentially do something with Mordian Glory at some point. Gotta Walk the Dog will be back later. Enjoy. GW turns 50 this year. Wonder will they do something big for that?
Hopefully.
Platypus, thank you for joining us. Don't think those are Franken-Prussian uniforms based on a scan of the outfits. Wiki says they're based on Marine Corps blues and Prussian Napoleonic uniforms. Okay. Artax died in the swamp 40 years ago. Was it Lion King? They're going to release Space Marine Lieutenant. Do you mean for the 50th? That's cool, Medusa. Lurking and listening is great. As long as you're painting. Shrek was 24 years ago. Immediate song in my head, and you can probably guess which one. Star Trek Voyager 30 years ago.
I'm rewatching Star Trek Enterprise right now. Just finished the 3rd season today.
Yeah, I keep getting screenshots of random actors that are in that we didn't realize at the time, or other people now or something.
Yeah.
Quick, everyone say things about Medusa. Disruptor painting. She's probably missed bits off the model anyway. Yeah, she probably left off weapons or Lord of the Rings was 25 years ago. Well, the Return of the King was 2003, right? Because Christmas 2003, when I cried on my way to the cinema because I didn't want it to be over, and that was before I'd seen the movie.
doesn't get any less dramatic, guys, just so you know.
It was our family thing, and my mother and me were the only ones into it. And I remember my dad leaving the cinema several times to go for a smoke because he didn't care about the movie and smoked. And then my sister was just like, oh, it's a trip to the cinema, and I was just sobbing in the background in the back of the car, just not wanting this whole big saga to be over.
Yeah.
Stoogie is 50 in April. I'm taking a trip to Warhammer World. Awesome. Do you have any like big things on your list that you're going to get there? For your present or something?
The lift.
My cousin spoiled Dumbledore's death on the way to the 4th movie.
I think that's a murderable offense. I think it's okay. If he's not around anymore, that's okay. Forgot your bloody collar, didn't
I? America was 249 years ago. Let's go, baby. Is there a new painting video out today? The video made today was the engineers and the little Roomba thing that I can't remember the name of. And that's a Patreon YouTube channel member thing. So it'll be out tomorrow there.
The engineer and the remote mine were painted today for the Patreon and YouTube membership videos.
It's a Roomba.
It will be out tomorrow, I believe, won't it?
Yeah, tomorrow morning, hopefully.
So, yeah. I love how the little transfers came out on this.
They look so good. I think you need to like show off the transfer sheet as well, because it's not in the unboxing video at all. I don't know how.
Me in the video as well.
Yeah.
Just my bad.
It's not Roomba, it's a Boomba, damn it. Yes, yes it is. Love the red on the Roomba. It's catching! Does everyone start calling that? I feel Laura's abusing the Patreon to ask us hobby questions. You guys are meant to have the answers. Kid, don't ban me. I feel like it's a group effort with... all of your guys' suggestions were so good, and they were also just so obvious to like look at what someone else has already made for you instead of being like, hey, I'm gonna go to B&Q and like make my own board like an idiot. So yeah, I kind of forget that other people have probably made products to just buy. So for people not on the Patreon, what I was trying to ask was can't think of the word, a board that will break up easily for transport and storage for silver bayonet. So I want to make my own Egyptian style board. So my plan was like magnets and like a whole drill thing, and like maybe they'd like
magnets?
I tried to say magnets.
You said magnets though, right? Didn't you?
They have
lots
small
of magnets in
magnets.
it, guys.
They're the little baby ones, so not like the full size ones, just the baby magnets. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then people were like, these people have a product, or this person has done it before, and yeah, just so much easier. Call them jigsaw puzzles, a 1,000-piece gaming board. Oh, also, no, sorry. Yeah, so focus. So I will hopefully be sharing like a works. Anyone else want to talk? I will be sharing the process of making that video. Not a video, making that table.
This is better content than I could ever imagine. It's
really not. I hate it. I will be sharing the process of how I made this gaming board because I just want it to be a complete, here's how you play Egyptian silver bayonet. Like, so it's not going to be really for anything else unless maybe a mini Tomb Kings game, possibly.
Or just the display board for your Tomb Kings army.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Yeah. Okay. Redeem, hydrate for lore. Yeah, monster will help.
Well, nothing can make it worse. Huh?
Right?
I feel like I didn't paint one of his legs. I did. He could.
Dave Norquist was gifted an awesome Krieg army, a must-watch video. I'll look for that. Words can be difficult sometimes, even for the best of us. I am not the best of us, so they're very difficult.
Yeah.
But it might be a cool project for other people that are doing skirmish games. That just want a little, like, this is probably the only game I'm going to play, so I'm going to put effort into board. That kind of project. Because Andy has all the terrain mats and different things for different, like 40k and all that stuff, but Dorman just said you could always have a long drink of tea. What's the worst that could happen? Bad things. If Laura isn't the best of us, who is? Oh wait, Bigfoot, that's who. That's going to be the next board. After the Egyptian silver bayonet, then we go to the Canada one.
Which just got released, didn't it?
I hope so, because I didn't check. Did it? It was coming soon last time I checked.
Yeah, I think it's out.
Sweet. And I got to paint a little Bigfoot. And a little Bigfoot baby and a little Bigfoot mommy. And then I totally forget the game.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, there's a Canada, Egypt. There's an Italian one that's, I don't think it's called Italy, or is it?
Oh no, wait, that's the one that just came out, I think.
Do we have the Canada book then?
Yeah.
Is that the one? Don't forget about the Hendersons. Oh, you'll be playing as Mounties then? I used to, we have a rockery in my front garden, and I used to play as that. What was the Due West? Due South? Due South. I used to play that with one of the neighbor kids. We tie a little rope on the top of the rockery and just like, that was basically the only real game you could make out of the rockery, but yeah. Canada board needs snow and mooses. Agreed. Moose. Moose is a 300-year-old word, which is why it doesn't have the normal etymology of like moose and meese and everything like that. Just a new word.
It's kind of crazy. What did they call them before that?
What the fuck is that?
Why is it so big? Why is it the size of my wagon? Help.
Hey, it would be cool if you guys bought the Tau Combat Patrol did a Tau week like this Krieg week and did it in the Tau Sept color scheme. Are you the guy doing the Tau Sept color Tau stuff?
I know we've done videos on the Tau Sept scheme already, right?
We haven't actually done as many Tau things as, well, I thought anyway. I think
no, but we've done the Tau Sept. We did that Pathfinder named character, dude.
Yeah. I think we have 4 Tau videos.
That's more than I thought. All I remember is that guy on Farsight. What else have we done?
We did a basic Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, for the kill team.
Yeah. And something else. I remember finding 4 the other day when I looked it up. Good evening, Donal. Medusa has woken up. She was washing her paint palette paper.
I'm fast asleep.
Kubrensky said that's more than enough for Tao. Oh.
Guys are so mean. Poor old Tao.
Yeah. Is everyone excited for the reveals tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Or tonight, depending on where you are? Good evening, Typhus. How are you? What are you up to? Gabrinsky, not really. Is it because you don't think there's going to be anything that will suit you? Not expecting anything exciting from you, that's fair. Typhus says Death Riders are looking great, Dundee.
Oh yeah, thanks. Just going through the motion right now. This is the finished one we did for the video. So I'm working on like 5 of them. So it'll be the first half of them will be done in the next couple of days.
Can't wait to see them all lined up.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Still need to do the other 5 of these ones as well though. But the Pathfinder.
Do you
is such
have
a small
10 of
dude.
them? Sorry.
I have 5 built and painted, and I bought another box of 5 with the intention of making it a 10-man squad, but I never even built them.
Oh, okay.
It's such a small dude, and the advantage of doing the combat patrol is that it has a commander, a devilfish, 2 big models, and would like to learn how to paint those too. Yeah, that's fair. Learning how to paint the bigger guys, I think, is definitely something we need to do. I think the reason we didn't do as much is I speed painted a 1,000-point army for a battle report, remember? And I'd done my battle suits then, but I didn't make a video on any of it.
Yeah.
Instead of
Would be
working
cool
on
to have
more
every-
reveals, they need to limit how much scalpers can buy. Yeah.
But it's also just people buying them. Like, yeah, there might be a couple of people that change their... Like, I know there are scalpers, but the systems in place now are so much better than they were for a while. Not for some of the books sometimes, but they are working as hard as... Both of them are different than just Pathfinders. Ravenbag? Rabengao says, Grow says you're 1 meter away from the mic. Or maybe it's me. Who are you criticizing?
Fairly sure it's me. You're not going to enjoy this. Oh. Okay.
Nell and Medusa are looking forward to new Lucius. Did I say it right this time?
Yes.
No, Lucius.
Lucius, you said it right. Lucius is going to be an absolutely unreal model. I can't wait to see his stat line as well, because he's supposed to be one of the greatest swordsmen ever. It's like one of the greatest Space Marine swordsmen ever. So I can't wait to see
so just
utterly terrifying he is in a duel.
Avoid him.
And I want to know how they make his lore happen. Because in the lore, he's the guy that if you... Like, his crazy demonic power is... If you kill him and you feel any pride in it, you become him.
Oh, you told me about him before. I didn't connect the name.
Yeah. So, like, he's got a really interesting, like, lore bit. So I wonder if that's going to play...
Yeah.
It never really played into the rules much. So I'm wondering,
Like
will there
checkers
be like,
or something?
Yeah, did you kill the guy? You killed him, and then you roll off on a chart or roll against your leadership check or whatever, and if you fail it, you just become Lucius.
You just get handed over to your enemy then, and they just have a whole model again?
It's just, yeah, your guy dies and Lucius doesn't.
I don't think there's any kill team tomorrow, though, for the reveals. Unless, yeah, they might do a teaser at the end, but... It's Necromunda, Old World, Age of Sigmar, and... Yeah. I need to fix the Twitch language again.
Are people saying naughty words?
Yeah, they're all getting through. I'm pretty sure Lucius is as big of a silly boy as Erebus.
I don't know, I quite like Lucius. As in most of the story, I like Lucius. I love Lucius on Murder. That was one of my favourite bits of the first 3 books.
Tim asks, is the model going to be him post becoming Primaris?
He's not Primaris, so why would he be what? Why would Lucius... Oh, you think Fabius Bile might have made him Primaris?
Dylan, do you mean for the like limited stuff? Limit how much people can buy? Like, there's limited edition stuff that will be limited. Is that what you're asking? Well, it is bedtime. Yes, 9 a.m. in Discord. But not, mate. I'm trying to work out, like, we could just watch it at 9. Like, someone has it streaming and just watch the thing. Because otherwise, like, everyone's seeing it at different points and talking about stuff, and I don't know whether you want to spoil stuff for yourself or not. Generan has glued myself to the bit and not the bit to the tree lord.
Been there, buddy. Been there.
Oh. Just in general, I feel the limited editions should be limited to 1 per person.
Most of them are, aren't they?
Yeah. You can't multi-buy the limited stuff. It was one of the changes that they made. It was after some like particularly bad stuff. They changed that thing. Ridiculous internet. Oh, okay, so you can stream it and yeah. Work IT would just be don't worry about that. We'll work it out, Ashley. Tim says there's an animated episode on Warhammer Plus where he's killed by a Judicaris.
Yeah, I remember that.
And becomes him.
Yeah, but he physically just becomes Lucius, exactly the same as Lucius was. It doesn't matter what the host that makes him turn is. That doesn't affect him at all. I know what you're saying. But I don't think that's how it works. You big gobshite, you.
Typus, no, there's no Twitch showcase tonight. It's the... Well, we'll announce it again in Discord, but it will be... Might get a bit messed up with the birthday stuff next year, or next month. But it's always at the end of the month. Tim says, are you sure? Thought you might get a bit better.
No. It's like I said, he doesn't use any of the body before him. It's not like his memories are just transferred into the new body. The guy just becomes Lucius.
Dylan, well, I would assume people use multiple accounts to buy more. They should find a way to limit by IP address, but that's an invasion of privacy and a long shot. I doubt people have time to... That's what the like queuing system is about, though. Unless they're like logging in it. It's definitely a lot better. I feel like people think because things are getting sold out that it means that scalpers are buying them, but it's people that want it. Not always, but lately it's been a lot better with stuff. And the limited stuff, like obviously they put a number on it to make it limited and to make... It's a special edition as well, and then the army comes out and stuff. Kubrinsky, what's that episode called? Because I haven't seen that one. Hammer. Oh, it's one of the Hammer Revolta ones. Okay.
It was quite good. Very much looking forward to the return of Cadia. Hopefully that just appears online tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, they would release it as part of it. It was the Iron Hands one that was at Warhammer Fest, wasn't it? That they just showed it.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
If they change it and where he becomes Lucas, but he has all the interesting bits, it would make an interesting story. He has all the extra bits, it would make an interesting story as Fabulous Bill hunts him down.
Fabulous Bill is basically an exile from the Emperor's Children. None of the Emperor's Children like him. He doesn't fight with Emperor's Children. So
is he too fabulous?
He just does weird experiments and has done some pretty wacky stuff. So I don't think he's like in the book where Belisarius Call and stuff like that. They make that quite clear. He doesn't have lots of allies. He's not really a part of that legion anymore.
The new Guard video is the 22nd of January. Is that the Acadian thing?
I couldn't find a date. I could just find it was out in January, and I thought they might release it for the LVO for a bit of fun. But I guess it's 22nd, is it?
I don't know. I didn't see any of that. Andy, do you have any tips for airbrush and pigments?
Explain. Like, that sounds like you're asking me if you can airbrush pigments, and the answer is no. But I presume that's not what you're asking. You just want to know about airbrushes and pigments.
The whole thing is, on another note, I just brought an airbrush and pigments. Andy, do you have any tips and tricks?
Oh, yeah, quite a few, actually. Pigments are really good fun. I use them in quite a lot of my videos. I use it in the Death Corps video. If you look at any of my Krieg vehicle videos, at the end you can see how kind of crazy I go with pigments, how I feel about them. I love them. Don't think I've done a specific video on using pigments. And same with the airbrushing. And all the Krieg vehicle videos, you'll see what I do with airbrushing. I do enjoy using it. I just don't try to avoid it for videos too much. But once again, I haven't done a specific tips and tricks video for airbrushing.
Even today, that thing happened that we tried to avoid. I clicked on a tutorial, and then I was like, "Oh, get your airbrush." Like, no, next.
Even though I gave you a whole airbrush and stuff, but it's fine.
Yep. Raisa, I got the Skudmar Infinity airbrush for Christmas, and it's great.
It's amazing. I love it. It was a gift from the boss.
Oh, so you'll always be nice.
Well,
I bought some because of your Marshall Dreer video. Or was that just regular horse?
Yeah, I haven't done Dreer yet, so put your foot in your mouth there, didn't you?
Was it like an old resin one video?
No, there was no old resin Dreer.
No, but an old like horse one.
No, it could be this guy, the Death Rider we did. They're so beautiful that you think it's the special edition guy when really that's just what they all look like. I really hope in Warhammer World they do like a crazy big Krieg diorama for the Warhammer World special boards. Like they go mental, and there's like 100 Death Riders charging across the plains and stuff. Miles of trench line.
Yeah. They are mini sandblasters, similar to airbrushes. Give it a try.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the Death Rider video. Yeah, that's just one of the guys. Do you have the built Marshall near you, Andy?
Here's the video, dude. And this is what Dreer looks like. So he's a bit more in every conceivable way. He's a monster.
Got the good horse.
Good
Would it not be sorry?
Don't say sorry. Fine.
Would it not be easier to paint the riders separate from the Krieg steeds?
No, they don't block anything. I haven't found, like I said, I didn't have any problems painting anything here.
Can you build them separately?
You can. It's a pain, but yeah, it's possible. I'm not a big sub-assembly guy. I don't like it.
Don't worry, Dylan. Just because we have done, didn't we do a resin command squad or something?
For what?
It's like the channel at some point. Oh no, you would have had those painted. I'm just trying to think of. I thought we had more than one horse video on the channel for Krieg.
I painted up the resin horses before we started the channel, the last batch.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Marshal will be coming next week. Because Andy had a great idea and now he's... See?
This is... these are the pigments I used on this guy. For like the tracks and all the... Just the griming and stuff like that. It was the last Krieg tank that I did. Was my old school Baneblade. Still haven't seen a tabletop.
So Dylan bought some cheap airbrush from Gahari airbrush bundle. Didn't want to go too expensive in case I suck at it. You won't suck at it, you'll just have to learn. And then you can also, there's different, some people use it for just the base coats, and then some people use it for the like art parts of the model as well. So you might decide that you don't like it either, but you won't suck at it because you'll just learn.
The airbrush that you got is
Yep.
is this one. Yeah.
Gahari. I have no idea how to say it.
So
Gahari?
I'll be doing a video on this at some point in the near future. So I'll be playing around with the airbrush that you got. It feels really good. It's got good action. The fact I went to the bother of doing the really nice machine swirl. I know it's like a superficial detail, but the fact that they bothered to do that tells me that they've probably put some thought into it.
Yeah.
So it feels really good. The action's really good. So yeah, I'll be having an old nosy.
It's probably more ergonomic with the swirl as well, is it?
Probably nice. I think it's just supposed to be fancy. So they sent me this, and they sent me their compressor and their compressor kit, which is an entire like compressor built in.
How do you like it? You haven't tried it yet, have you? Like actually for a paint?
No. I haven't even opened this yet. Now I'm half wondering if this has an airbrush in it.
Frank also said it's a great starter brush. I use it for priming a base coat.
Yeah, there's another airbrush in here. I didn't even know that.
Oh, it's everything combined.
So this will be a slightly cheaper airbrush than the other one.
Yeah.
Still good action. Feels okay. Yeah. So give them both a try. And then this is the compressor. Apparently you can go up to 27 psi. Maximum pressure, pressure increase, minimum pressure. That's pretty cool. It's pretty basic set. I like that. So I didn't know there was an airbrush in that as well. So there's 2 airbrushes. Usually I do these videos and then some of my friends end up with them. Like Laura got a batch of them and Tim got a batch of them as well.
I have no ventilation area set up though.
Who doesn't?
Me.
Neither do I still use it.
Yeah.
I only do a little bits though. Like 10-15 minutes, half an hour is the max I will like spend airbrushing. After that I look like an Oompa Loompa. I've heard Galera are great for the price range. Yeah, I'm excited to give them an L whirl. My Badger 150 and 200 bomb-proof airbrushes that have served me since the 1980s. Yeah, the Badgers are just super like established, super well known. Like you don't have to test those. You know, Badgers is just going to work well. My Iwata is still my favorite one, but that's currently out of action at the moment. We still have to send that to the airbrush doctor.
Yeah, we did find a place so you can get them
serviced,
repaired. Yeah. That company is actually really good with customer support. Bundle came with no air hose or stands, and they sent one for free after a quick chat. That's pretty cool.
That's really good.
It's also, yeah, also a good thing to hear that it's well supported as too. Medusa noted. We shall see.
Oh, I see. Do you need an airbrush rig?
Yeah, 40 minutes left. Andy, what are you going to get painted?
My plan is to do some more details on these 3. So I'm going to do the black contrast next on their boots and the gas masky bits. Stop copying this one. It's this one that matters. So boots, gas masky bit, and the hoses plus the lances. Then do the red stuff. And then all that's left is silver before washing. So if I get that done on all these 3, then all of the other 4 would be base coated and washed. So they could fly through those in absolutely no time. So yeah, I reckon 5 dudes would be done fairly quick.
Sounds good.
Here's
Good
one downside I have for the new Krieg set is this is the normal lance. See this one? Normal. Then this is the sergeant lance. Since he has a much bigger flag on it.
Yeah.
You don't get an alternate. So in every 5 you have to have a guy that looks like a sergeant. Even if you don't want a sergeant. Like I just want a sergeant and 9 dudes to ride with him.
Yeah.
So you can't have them holding rifles and stuff, but I don't want them holding rifles. I want them all with the lances. Like this is my old one, as you've seen. Every single one of them has the lance with the big red flowy thing. So on the battlefield they just look really nice.
Yeah.
Here's a bit of extra lore. The lance inside this is a piece of brass rod that Forge World actually sent with these kits because they couldn't make a resin that thin. It would be far too fragile. So you literally get a resin topper, and that's a brass rod. You drill a hole through the hand and slide it through.
Is that resting on his foot?
No, it's in a little cup thingy. There's a name for that because they're actually historically true. All these guys have those too. Look, there's a little cup thingy. They're just, the lances aren't resting in any of them because none of the guys are at rest.
Okay. I'm behind again on screens. Sorry, I'm not like zoning out. It just for some, yeah, Twitch is slightly faster. Little cup thingy. That's the official name now. Frank also has a Badger and an Iwata, all good for different reasons.
Yeah. I literally, like I said, I didn't know what to buy when I started getting into airbrushes. I've said this a million times on the streams and stuff, but I just asked a friend of mine who was already airbrushing, and I was like, what should I buy? And he told me to buy the Iwata clips. And the exact words he said is, it's all machine steel. You can't hurt it. Like you can get it clogged, you can fill it full of crap and whatever. So the AK of airbrushes, you can pull the whole thing apart and drop it all in like some fairly heavy duty cleaning stuff. It'll strip all the gunk out of it, put it back together again and keep going. So no fragile components, which means I couldn't break it. But anyway, it's broken now.
I was just waiting for the end of that to be like, so anyway, we're sending it for repair.
Holy crap, Andy, another energy drink? You trying for kidney stones? That's quitter talk. This is my
yeah, it hasn't happened today. By now.
I must not have kidneys. Why do I keep getting leaflets for dialysis in the post? Dialysis for kidney stuff, right?
Yeah, but just the idea that you get leaflets versus us.
It's like maybe I'll try that. Your Tesco club card thing. They see how many like energy drinks get shipped to the house. Everyone, they send that guy some dialysis pamphlets.
Mama didn't raise no quit it. Yeah. It was his advent calendar.
Yeah,
from his
calendar,
mama.
Well, yeah. My mother got me a Red Bull advent calendar. There you go.
Yeah. Dialysis for quitters.
Damn right.
Anyone else working on cool stuff tonight?
Nope, just me. Just me and my Krieg horses. Nay.
What do you think they sound like?
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? Obviously. Clones. They clone Kriegsmen, they clone horses. No one says they haven't put the same brain in both things, so for all you know, they're perfectly sentient and capable.
It's very true, because was it the Glim Spike Gates thing with the wolf is actually the guy in charge?
Yeah.
Was it at least 24 different flavors? No,
it was pathetic. Honestly, it was really bad. 6 of them were the normal ones. Some of them were the diet. And then some of them were sugar-free. I know, diet and sugar-free are different. It's like Coke Zero and Diet Coke existing. Both of them are not good. But there was some funky flavors I never tried in there. There's a purple one that was really good. But I've had most of them before. But it was fun. The problem was I opened it the night before I was meant to every time, if that makes sense. It would be like the last thing I do before I go to bed is crack open tomorrow's advent calendar so I can put it in the fridge. Because you can't fit the advent calendar in the fridge, right? I wasn't going to drink a warm energy. What do you think? I'm a savage.
Damn straight the wolf is in charge. Yes. Henrik is leaving a bunch of cards, finished with my Warhammer cards now, so I've moved on to card games. Some card games. What are you sleeping? I think the Krieg horses sound like a shovel running across the battlefield.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh wait, we did see Krieg in an animation before.
Yeah, they were so cool.
Okay,
Space Marines thought they were the shit until the horses boom past them.
Were they making noises though?
No, they were just breathing heavily because they were the gas masks.
I know, but it's just interesting because if they're not actually horses, they don't have to sound like horses. We just think they sound like horses. Dylan fully expected horse noises.
Like, they can't remove their gas masks.
No.
So, like, all of these random tubes and stuff are so to help the horse breathe and to feed it.
And also inject painkillers. I learned that today too.
Yep.
So they genuinely just barrel into you and don't care.
Nope, don't give flying monkeys. They do their duty.
In my gaming group, we play Drunk Hammer, and then it's good to have. Oh, it's good to have the cards in your sleeves. Okay, that makes sense. Laminate them. I breathe heavy just existing. Couldn't imagine what I would sound like in a gas mask.
1920s Hoover, I guess.
Are we still going the right way? I don't know.
Can't see a fucking thing out of these.
Battle drugs as well, if I remember. Yeah, it's like not adrenaline, but like something like that, isn't it? That they like fire them up before battle. Steroids, probably.
Straight up adrenaline. They are ready to rock and roll.
Krieg were in the Exodite that was it. Krieg were in the Exodite bayoneting Tau as well. They're so cool. I want to go back and watch it and see if they gave them horse noises or not, though. I keep my cards on a South American beast of burden to protect them. Always laminate.
What?
Llama. South American beast of burden.
Sure.
It's a pun. Probably sound like an iron lung.
Literally, the bit I just painted, I turn the model over and that's what I go and hold for the next one. Every time.
I also thought of a new project for myself this year, which is the Universal Monsters. I know it's not Warhammer related, but it's hobby and painting related. And I've run out of things to talk about. So we're going to talk about the Universal Monsters. So like Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Dracula, the set of 8. I found really nice files for them today. And then I was thinking it is 8 months until Halloween. So if I do one a month, then at Halloween, I could have the whole set fully painted for Halloween and just make it look all cool.
And what we're going to do is we're going to do a specific part of the showcase each month where we show off the one she's painted from the previous month. So if she doesn't have it done, we get to berate her.
Okay. Yay. Community.
Yep. It's going to be Laura's Monster Showcase. It's going to be the last
Monster of the month.
It's going to be the last thing we look at the end of the stream. So she'll probably be spending that stream frantically painting and trying to take photos.
Possibly. Maybe. Tim, I want to do a D&D campaign set around those monsters. That'd be cool. Now I'm trying to connect it with Monster Cans. Got a sponsorship going, maybe? Imagine how much money we would save. Yeah. That sounds like a fantastic idea with accountability too. I didn't plan that part, to be honest. I just wanted to have a project for Halloween that runs the whole year. But yeah, okay, I will put it into the hobby chat stream showcase thingy.
The accountability bit was my idea.
And you shall pay heavily.
Yeah.
Somebody just subscribed or something. Followed. A gaming journey just followed. Sorry.
Somebody just did something, right? What?
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
Something flashed up and it was going as I looked up and then I couldn't see any changes. A gaming journey, thank you for following us on Twitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That was awful.
I'm sorry. When do we start to see battle reports? We have done battle reports before. They're just a lot of editing work and a lot of
not till basically we have a studio.
The output versus the work versus what we get back isn't worth it right now. Sighthound, happy I can catch the stream. Any tips for new painters in preparation for my Warhammer models? I've been doing a paint by numbers, but I'm struggling with the brush.
What do you mean you were struggling with the brush, buddy?
Do you mean brush control or types of brush? What D&D class would you give each monster if they were the adventurers?
So Frankenstein is a barbarian.
Oh, yeah.
Wolfman is a rogue. The Bride of Frankenstein, probably a vampire. I'll put it out there. Class, would she be? Thief? But instead of like thief as in, instead of thief of like, you know, pickpocketing or whatever, more like beguiling you to give you your stuff or whatever, like tricking you into stuff.
So how mad is Andy going to be when Laura misses a month and we're all supportive and understanding after spending the last 90 minutes slagging him off for forgetting to add the sponsors?
Fucking hate this community.
Brush control, like making straight lines. That would be your like support. Well, Andy, you had a way of explaining like the supporting your hand so the model moves, not your brush. That.
So I get good with this motion with my brush. So that's it. See that motion? That's all I do. That's all I ever do. So when I'm painting, let's say this part of the model here, I'm moving the model and I'm going, this would be great if the thingy was gone, but thank you for coming in, a member. Appreciate you. So we're going in this direction, and then let's say I need to come up to this bit, I turn the model. So no matter what I do, the hand motion stays exactly the same. The model turns around it. And if you notice, even subconsciously, you can't see it now because it's all blurry for some reason. My pinky is touching this finger. So when I'm doing this motion, instead of me trying to do it like this, there's a lot less control. Even with just my pinky, there's a lot more control bracing it. When it comes to doing like straight lines are just, once again, it's the same idea. Let me get some paint. Give me some paint. Try and draw a straight line across something. Okay, so let's talk about this as like a diamond shape here, yeah, on the palette. So if you want to like create a straight line, I tend to start at like one sharp point, and then once again I'm pulling the brush down towards me. It's always that same downward motion. It's always the same downward motion, and then obviously I need to come in from this side to get this edge, which obviously is a lot harder. So I'm going to turn the whole thing as opposed to trying to manipulate my hand in a weird way. And I slowly bring my brush across to that line again. And then we're going for nice straight line. But all it is practice. There's not a lot of things that need to be particularly, it's hard to see, but it's hard to see the straight line bit in the middle. But like there's not a lot of straight line painting that you need to do unless you're doing a crap ton of freehand, which most people aren't doing.
Yeah, especially when you're starting, you can avoid a lot of that. Righteous Fury, hello. Finally catching Mediocre Hobbies live.
Hello, hello.
Welcome.
I don't know how to say the name of the person that just followed as part of the project. I very much appreciate you doing so. Is that a Polish name, a Russian name? Those Russian.
It's acrylic alphabet, as far as I know. So, thank you. If you look at our community page on YouTube, you can see the link for our Discord. Brush control is an experience issue. Practice makes better, and more practice makes more better. Wait. Yes, bracing hands and elbows is great. Drawing towards you is a much more natural motion than side to side, like Andy is demonstrating a minute or two ago.
Invisible Man is a rogue. Is Invisible Man one of the monsters? Oh, is he the one with the bandages? Yeah.
I named all the Primarchs, Andy. Can you name all the Universal monsters?
How many is there?
8.
So
and they're mostly in the chat now, so
I won't look at the chat. Is Frankenstein Bride of Frankenstein too?
Yeah.
I was wondering whether Frankenstein counted as because he was like strong enough to be by himself. I'm holding my hand over, but I think I hit the camera, so.
Goodbye for the painter. Good. Sorry, just before.
Who are we saying? Oh, sorry for short stay, have to go weekend. No, it's all good, buddy. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Wolfman, or Wolf Boy, Invisible Man, Swamp Thing,
Wolfman,
Bride of Frankenstein, or
not
Bride of Frankenstein. What's the swampy one called?
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
That's the one. 5. Frankenstein's monster. 6.
No.
What?
Oh, I just realized what you were trying to ask earlier. You were saying, is Frankenstein as in as Dr. Frankenstein one? No, we just call him Frankenstein even though it's Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, I know. I didn't mean that. I meant to say the Bride of Dracula and Dracula.
Dracula has 3 wives.
So there's 4 of them done. Dracula, Dracula wife 1, Dracula wife 2, Dracula wife 3. 4 down, guys. Is Dracula one of them?
Yes.
So is it Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster?
No.
Frankenstein's monster is not one of them.
Frankenstein's monster is one of them, but we just call him Frankenstein.
So when I say Frankenstein, we're talking about the monster.
Green guy.
Okay, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula.
Yeah.
Creature from the Black Lagoon, Wolf Boy, the Invisible Man. Shit on it. What's the last 2? What do you think?
Why did I ask you to print earlier as well?
Was that not the Bride of Frankenstein?
No.
Was it?
What other 2 characters did I ask you to print that aren't it, but you'll get it from that? He's not looking at chat typos.
Chat's that side.
Recently had a 20-year anniversary, and there's been a few versions of it.
What?
What movie do I love?
The Mummy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, I was getting does the invisible one have bandages all over him?
Yeah, because it's the only way you see him.
So it's that, and then the Mummy is the different. Because I remember that one, and I was like, dude, is there two characters with bandages all over them? So there's one left.
Yeah, the Mummy guy doesn't have bandages, so I think Thousand Sons. Yeah, the Mummy. Laura said Alfonso. So I think it's okay for Andy to guess Nessie.
Nessie?
She's not one of them. There's one more. He sings.
He sings? What does he sing? Hip hop?
Great songs.
Frank
Looks
Sinatra.
like you're on the wrong side of the river. It's a famous musical now.
Cats.
No,
Big
the other
cat
famous
monster.
musical.
La La Land.
Jared Butler was him in the movie that you haven't seen.
King Leonidas. He could be one of the monsters. The amount of roids he was on for that movie. He's definitely a big roid monster. I got 7.
Phantom of the Opera.
He's a super monster. Just a little
He's a
dork with a
monster
mask
monster.
on. I'd take him out.
No. I also love the Brendan Fraser Mummy. I named my dog Evelyn after that movie. Oh, that's so nice. Gonna have to say goodnight now. Good night, Doran Wolf. Dinner time as well for Stephen McGrath. Gotta go. Watch later. Oh, cool. Hello, later, Stephen. Where's the camera? Hi. Olympus Has Fallen. The Weekend. Oh. Alexander Hamilton. I have been listening to that soundtrack non-stop for 3-4 weeks now, probably. Yeah. Harold Goldshot.
Seen him live.
Andy will be printing them out, so he will learn much more, and I also won't stop talking about them while I'm painting them, so...
Yeah, you will. As soon as you start the hobby, you will stop talking about them.
As soon as... What do you mean?
As soon as you start the project, you'll stop talking about them.
No. Only if I'm painting by myself. Tim has completed 6 more murder clowns.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Sidehound does think Andy could fight the Phantom of the Opera.
I could take him out.
Any other bets? Maybe that would be our Halloween video. What could Andy fight? I don't know why it would be Halloween, but maybe it would be like Christmas. Dorman, don't insult the Phantom of the Opera like that.
Wait, what did he say?
Call him an incel theater nerd. He's awesome. Anyway, so yeah, that's my project, and we're nearly at the end of the stream.
So when is the first one meant to be done?
I don't know. If someone printed them on time for me, maybe it would happen.
I'll print the first one tonight.
Great. I hope you do.
I will. I've got enough resin printers set up that I could print every single one of them at the same time.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, what did you say I was starting with?
There's literally 8 printers right now.
Oh, dear God. White Wolf could fight Dracula. I let him bite me. The amount of garlic I eat, he's in trouble. Ghislaine, well, that's the wash done on my Morgana, so I have to stop for tonight. I'm going to trundle off to bed. Good night, Stream Mom. Good night, Andy. Trundle.
I love Trundle.
Trundle or Trudge. Both have very different...
Yeah, Trundle is fun and whimsical.
Yeah.
Trudge is you're a grumpy old git. Like when you're walking to the train in the morning to go to work, you're trudging there.
True. Good night. Anyone who is going, enjoy the reveals as well. Oh, I trudge. White Wolf trudges. Makes sense. Great project. I love a proper monster. Did you see the new Nosferatu? It is now one of my top 5 films. I will ignore anything Andy says. And yeah, like, this is me trying to have some kind of ongoing project to live in that world because I love it. And I'm still hoping that we get, like, the Dark Universe was supposed to kick off the Universal Monsters, and then it didn't work, and then it did work, and the Mummy. They have a section now that they're like putting a lot of more money into the Universal Monsters in Universal, like in the park. So I'm hoping the Dark Universe thing takes off, and like there will be some kind of thing, because we're getting them all kind of separately. Like we're getting the Wolfman this year, which is like, it's modernized, but it could potentially be like the Wolfman. So I think we're just gonna get little bits of them, but I would love like a universe of them. It'd be really cool. Did you like the new Nosferatu Sighthound? Should that be Stream Mummy, since we were talking about monsters? I get it, it's just creepy. I want to be Stream Mom, I'm not going to be Stream Mummy. But I appreciate it.
Do you, though?
Not really.
Definitely what the Phantom of the Opera would say. So dark. Can't deny it, can you? Mummy, can I have some milk? Fucking loser.
It was fantastic. My wife thought his mustache was a bit much, but I liked it. The mustache is definitely like a topic of conversation for a lot of people who've seen it, but I loved it. Not the mustache in particular, just the whole movie. It's like every frame of that movie could just be printed on my wall, and it's just amazing. Is the werewolf an American?
What?
I don't know. Colin, what are you asking? Is the werewolf? Are you talking about American Werewolf from Paris? We could do a Halloween stream where, for one night only, I will be Stream Mummy for Halloween. But only if you all promise not to keep calling me that afterwards.
But like when you show up, you'll be like covered in toilet paper and stuff and be a mummy, so
yeah. Best werewolf movie going is Dog Soldiers. I'll agree, but I haven't seen Beast, where the Wolfman, or whatever the other one is. I think it's just called Werewolves now. So there's like 3 werewolf movies current. American Werewolf in London gets no love. American. What was the OG? I've seen it many years ago. Not times. I've only seen it once. Did I read it as well? Was there a book? I actually read a book where it was, if not that, based very closely on that. It reminds me a lot of the game Bloodborne also, and that's a world that I really miss, and I hope they make more of the games. Did you see the ad for, what was the game, Andy?
Dawnwalker.
Dawnwalker. If you're into vampire stuff, that looks amazing.
So I heard of one new mechanic for that game that I'm not really sold on.
Okay.
Because it's not my. It's like it puts in a level of pressure on when you play that I don't enjoy in games. So if you think about when I play like Fallout or I play like thingy, I like to go mental and do all the side quests, and I like to go exploring and I like to waste time and stuff like that. You have 30 in-game days and nights to finish the game. That's it.
What?
And the way they said it is, it's going to be difficult for you to prize out the main story from all the other ones. And there's no way to do all of it in one playthrough. So the next time you do a playthrough, you're like, no, I did those side quests last time. I'm going to do these side quests now because I don't. So 30 days and nights is all you have in the game to play to get to the end.
So what is it? The vampire says something about like you have a month to save the village or something?
No, I have no idea. He's half vampire, half human. That's the Dawnwalker part. So maybe he's got half a month before he turns fully. I don't know.
Oh.
That was my guess.
Okay. Watch the trailer, Sidehound. It looks really cool.
Yeah, the trailer's incredible.
American Werewolf in London is a cult classic. Practical effects for the win, yeah. Transformation scene is awesome. My sister went to one of those like not sideshows. Are they? You can't call them freak shows anymore. I don't know. But it was supposed to be one of those transformation things, and she came out absolutely convinced that she'd just seen a person turn into a werewolf. But I don't think she did.
You told her not to take those gummies before she went in, so.
Yeah. I liked the series Hemlock Grove, yes. Werewolf's transformation was epic. Isn't a vampire a half human, half vampire, half human?
No idea.
Where is that from, White Wolf? I don't know that. Yeah, that would put me off too. I like to do everything in one. It is, I fact checked myself. Oh, as in you fact checked it yourself or you fact checked yourself? Have you seen the trailer for the Indiana Jones game? I have seen that you get extra points for getting photos of cats. That's all I've seen. I don't want to see it and ruin it for myself. Balkan folklore. Oh, I saw a clip
recently, like a behind the scenes of is it the Last Crusade when he gets trapped with all the rats?
Oh, where he loved them.
He loves rats. He's had them as pets, so he was always sitting around petting rats and having a great time with them. Definitely put some of them in his bag going home.
Yeah. Dylan says the Indiana Jones game is so good. Oh, when did it come out? It came I remember the trailers, and that was the one that came out on a Friday if you paid extra or not.
Remember, I sent you the link to the special edition a couple of weeks ago.
Yes,
that's when it came out.
Ah, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a trove of random folklore knowledge I don't even realize half the time. It's a good way to be. Maybe you would also like the Supernatural War. I'll put it in the Discord because it's a really interesting book. Wish I had more time. I have to run off to the doctors. Thank you for the painting feedback of the content. You're very welcome. We shall see you again, hopefully, Sighthound.
Thank you so much, buddy. Hopefully I do see you next Tuesday, Thursday next week for more streaming goodness.
Or mediocre. I can't even say the word mediocrity. What I like about it is it feels and plays like a movie. It's the Indiana Jones game. Voice acting is great, story is great, gameplay is even better. Pretty good praise. Speaking of Supernatural, I've got the wife to start watching that now. Oh, she has, 13 seasons to watch? Little baby Sam and Dean.
Yes, man. It's more than 13 seasons. I think it's like 16 or something.
It is more than... I think 13 is in my head because that's where I got to last time. How many seasons? 15. Okay.
So far.
Oh, no, yeah, true. Is the Winchesters still going?
No. They're rebooting the actual one.
They're rebooting proper Supernatural?
Yeah, it's supposed to be new seasons coming.
Wait, with them or new?
With them.
New. Okay. Let's catch up then. It is time to pick someone to raid.
Want somebody to raid. Want somebody to
So
raid.
If you're on Twitch, you can follow on to the raid, say hello, spread the love, do nice things to the next streamer. And if you're on YouTube, we can't do raids on YouTube, but you can join us again on Tuesday and Thursday next week as well. Dylan said your horses look great. You used the word that I can't say again.
The old horsies.
Montre, if you're here, you just subscribe. Thank you.
Well, that was an easy one.
Who's doing...
You will understand.
Okay.
Is Medusa still here?
Medusa. She is?
You'll like this one too. The guy is painting a Fluffy.
No way!
Yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys were awesome. All the Twitch people out here, you're amazing. Thanks for, and hopefully all 30 of you jump across for this raid and say hello. 18 people on YouTube, 19 people on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for spending your Tuesdays and Thursdays with us. And we will return next Tuesday for more stream goodness, and we'll have a big reveal to talk about, models to talk about, and go over. So yeah. So thank you all very much. Make sure you be nice to the person we go across and do some follows and all that stuff. So bye.
Bye.